Hello friends, so I want to show you guys the next step, which is the actual weaving part. So hopefully by now you have your cardboard loom like I have here, and then this one has the warp threads already wound. So this is the front, and you can see the cardboard strips that we glued down here at the top and the bottom, and then the back. Remember, we wound the yarn all the way around, top to bottom, and it went through all of those little cuts that you made. It's taped at the beginning and wound all the way around, going all the way across, and then at the very end too, okay? Taped there too. Alternatively, if you don't have tape, the two ends, if you leave one of them long enough, you can tie it to the beginning of the other one, okay? Either way is fine. But to do the weaving part, you're going to need to start with, of course, your yarn, and you're going to want about 2 arm's lengths of yarn. So I usually hold the end of it, and I just put it up my arm and measure. That's 1 arm length, and then I slide it up all the way up my arm to my shoulder again, about 2 arm lengths, okay? And then once I have that, I cut it. The next thing is you guys will each get a tapestry needle, and you know it's a tapestry needle because the eye of the needle is quite large and the end is blunt. It's not sharp like a sewing needle, okay? So you're going to go ahead and thread your needle, and if the end of the yarn is kind of unraveling a little, kind of hold it close down to the end and it's easier to put through. And then you're simply going to thread it. And at first I would tie the needle on. So just one little, just like when you're tying your shoe, just one little knot around like that is perfectly fine, okay? And then basically all you're gonna do, we're gonna start with what's called the Tabby Weave, and you're just going over, under, all the way across. So I'm gonna start here. You can start over or you can start under, it doesn't matter, as long as you do the opposite every time. So I'm gonna go over this one and under the next. And I kind of go about halfway across and then pull through, okay? And then continue over, under, all the way across. And then go ahead and pull through. So I'm gonna keep pulling till the end is here. And you can see the little end. And I would suggest tying the end on just so you don't accidentally pull it all the way through the first time you're doing this. So I'm going to tie that there like so. And then every time you weave, you want to push this down, okay? Right up to where that little horizontal cardboard strip that we glued on is, right about there. And then coming back the other way, you're simply going to do the reverse. So make sure when you get to the end, whatever you did last, like I went under this one, coming back, you're gonna go over it. And that is pretty much it. You're just doing the reverse weaving every direction, right? So whatever you did the row under it, do the opposite the next time. Okay, across, pull through. And the only other thing, guys, to watch for is if you pull it a little too hard, it's gonna do that. And you don't want that, so pull it back so that your warp thread, remember these are the warps, is vertical and not pulled in. And then push it down. And that's it. You're going to keep going, okay? And feel free to, you can change colors when you want to. That is perfectly fine. And then when you're changing colors, you will tie the ends together each time, okay?